Greetings again from McShane and Brady. I'm Kevin McShane, the marketing manager at McShane and Brady. I got Maureen Brady with us. I got Lucy McShane with us. This is our second installment of some questions that we're getting in via email, as well as some phone calls. So we thought we'd take a couple seconds here to answer those questions from you. Keep them coming. We really appreciate it. We know this is a difficult time out there for everybody, but we will get through this together. So this one's kind of more generalized toward our clients who we have cases with right now. So we thought we'd answer some of the questions that they're asking, and maybe this will help you if you're watching. First question I have for Lucy is how are the courts operating right now?
Very differently than they normally operate.
Very true.
But they are operating. So just to take where we are here in Kansas City, Jackson County is not allowing members of the public into the courthouse. However, they are conducting whatever hearings they can via telephone conference, via Zoom, etc. We're even having hearings via affidavits. We're submitting things with affidavits. So the courts are working. They are moving things forward as best they can. And they're holding whatever hearings they have to hold constitutionally, obviously in person. But they're taking all the precautions they can for their staff and obviously for the judges. So things are moving. Johnson County is very similar, as is Wyandotte. So everyone's kind of on the same page. We are getting orders from the Supreme Court of both Kansas and Missouri on a weekly basis, explaining how things are moving forward and what things they've put in place. For example, one of the biggest things that finally came through for us was that notaries you can have a notarization via Zoom. So I can watch Maureen sign her paper and I can actually notarize that now, which we weren't able to do before. So the legislature and the courts are adapting for us. Things are still moving forward. They're just not moving forward in the typical way.
Okay. And I will say that there's probably a delay somewhat, particularly on civil law. Criminal and domestic, they're trying to give priority to because of the necessity and expediency of it, but civil law, you'll see a little bit of a delay, but they're still moving.
Is there a delay on getting hospital records or any type of records from anybody? Are we seeing a delay in that?
Unfortunately, we are actually, because those hospital records come from the records companies hired by the hospitals to provide responses and provide medical records. And that work remotely is unfortunately quite delayed. And whereas they have 30 to 45 days to answer initially, we're now seeing 60 to 90 days and sometimes longer before we can get medical records right now.
Okay. Is it okay? One question we had last week was, is it okay for me to call in to the office and check on the status of my case?
Absolutely. We will be working through this entire time. We really don't have specific office hours anymore, so the phones are being answered just about any time of day. You can email, you can text. We are working the same way. We're just not in the physical office.
I guess, Lucy, that just kind of ties into the last question that we had is how are we going in terms of the lawyers of you and Maureen, how are you guys going about your week and getting the stuff that needs to be done to keep working hard for clients?
I mean, we're just doing it from home. I mean, we still have everything available to us. I mean, the positive of a pandemic in 2020 is we have Zoom and we have cell phones and we have emails and we can stay connected. We are reaching out to our clients just like we have every 3 weeks. The staff is calling everybody, giving updates on cases. We're returning phone calls, having conferences. We're just doing it all wearing our pajama pants.
That's true.
And what about people who potentially have a case? I mean, we're taking on new clients, obviously.
Absolutely. And I will say this, one of the options that you have besides just calling and doing a telephone conference, if you'd rather do a video conference with us so that you can see us, get to know us, that is totally fine as well. Just let our assistant who will answer the phone and take your initial information know that you'd like to have a video conference and we'll set that up for you. That is not a problem.
Hey, Lucy, don't do a shameless plug for our website on that one too.
Our website is McShaneBradyLaw.com. Come
Brand
check it
new.
out. It's new. It's new. Come check it out.
It's pretty slick.
It is slick. Well, again, thank you guys. These were just some of the questions that we had that have come in. We'll get more as time goes on during this pandemic. But we are working hard for our clients, and as more questions come in, we'll have another conference like this to go through and answer some of the ones that were the most recent questions, most relevant questions that we have. So everybody be safe. Lucy, thank you. Maureen, thank you. Time to get back to work for the clients.
All right,
Bye, everybody.
thanks.
Thank you.